Interested in supporting the show and signing up for Geek Fuel? Check out our link down below.
My name, Basem. His name, Granny. Basem and Granny.
Hello and welcome to Turtle Power Pod. My name is Basem.
My name's Cranny.
And today we are watching Season 4, Episode 1.
Plan 6 from Outer Space.
And today we have a super special guest.
Super very special.
Because this episode is airing the Tuesday after Father's Day.
So we need another father. And my dad already paid his dues.
Yeah, so we had to drag someone else into it. So today we have my father, Hector, here today. Baba, say hi.
Hi.
Great. So Baba means dad in Arabic. So if you hear me say Baba every once in a while, that's what that means. Don't get too confused.
I feel like I should have known that.
I thought you did.
I thought it was like a cute pet name.
Well,
That's what everybody thinks. When they call me Baba in front of people, everybody says, who is Baba? What is Baba? Who is Baba? I have to go through the explanation of the language, of the translation. And
Doesn't your mom calls you like Mama sometimes, right?
yeah, so my dad will call me Baba, and my mom would call me Mama, and my uncle would call me Khalo. And I don't
What's
know
Khalo?
Khalo means uncle. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? I'm sorry.
I mean, put two and two together.
I'm trying to educate myself.
Okay. Well,
You don't need to put me in the spotlight.
why is Baba? Do you know why that is the case? Why do you call me Baba?
yeah,
Every one of my friends asked that.
yeah, like it's just simple. Like here, like if you have a kid here, you don't call like your kid's name is Mary. You don't say every time Mary. Sometimes you call Daddy. You say Daddy. Hey, Daddy. Don't do that, right? So this is the same thing.
But that doesn't really happen in English.
It does happen.
Really?
I think it does.
Does your dad ever call you Daddy?
My dad would call.
When you were little, not now.
He would say like son. They would give me a nickname, like they'd say Stevie instead of Steven.
Yeah, Cranston, but this is I'm talking before you could remember.
It's possible.
This is the years when you didn't remember what your dad used to call you.
It's true. But I would say that from all my friends like that have kids, it's I think it's more of a cultural thing. I don't think it's a typical American thing.
I think it might be Arabic because every other boy is named Muhammad.
No,
No?
not really.
Okay.
Not really.
I don't. Was that supposed to be a joke?
It was.
Okay,
don't know.
I don't get it.
I didn't either.
Okay, that's right. If he didn't get it, it probably wasn't that
Then
funny.
it wasn't that good.
Okay, good. Now, I feel like maybe like Latin America, they do that a lot too.
Oh,
Call people
yeah.
mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Latin America is the same thing. They call papi. They
Yeah,
call
yeah.
their
Mommy and
son,
papi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when they are young, not when they are grown. When
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
grown,
yeah.
It changes.
Yeah.
Well, now
But
you're
when
just
I'm-
embarrassing me because I still do it and I'm 30.
No. With us, it's usually like that until the dad passes away.
And when is that?
Until he, when is that? I didn't time it yet.
Okay.
I was at the funeral house the other day, and they wanted to put my name. They said, "You want to put your name on the tomb there?" I said, "I am not sure when it's going to happen. I'll do it later."
Don't worry
So-
about it, Basem, because I talked to your folks and you're not in any of the inheritance.
Oh, thank God.
So don't worry about it.
It's just too much legal trouble.
Mimo's gonna get half.
He already
Mommy's gonna
got
get
it.
the
He
other
already
half.
got it.
He already got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you get.
Yeah.
He raised you. What more do you want?
And guess what? His mom asked him, Basem, I want to sell that piece of property. And says, "No, that's mine." And she just put it in his name, and he's already being very.
What are you talking about?
She said, "I want to sell that piece of property under the."
No, she said, you better not sell it. And I said, why would I sell it?
Oh no, I thought she said she wants to sell it.
No,
And you
no,
said
no. She was trying to tell me that I shouldn't sell it, and I already knew that.
Oh, okay. So it's the other way around.
Yeah, I'm not
okay,
the asshole.
misunderstood. You must have been speaking Arabic, but I didn't understand.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't mean to be an instigator here.
Well, you've
We're
instigated.
trying to have fun.
Let's talk predictions.
Let's talk predictions.
This is like the third episode in a row that I'm like picked on. This is good.
Okay.
Well, Basem, since you're being picked on, what's your prediction?
So my prediction is Krang sends a secret code to the Foot on Earth, instructing them to kill all the Jedi.
All the younglings?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
My prediction is after 5 failed season 4 starts, the writers finally get an episode they can somehow jam a beginning, middle, and end into.
You think that's going to happen this episode?
It's their 6th plan. It's the best they could come up with.
Okay.
Ooh. You guys are very sophisticated.
We've had a little bit of practice.
Mine is going to look like a little naive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I want to
To
hear it.
me, this is the biggest, most ambitious invasion of the planet Earth after failing the first 5 unsuccessful attempts. And guess what?
Tell us.
Tell us.
It's up to our heroes to save the planet.
That sounds pretty good.
I bet that's true.
It sounds like the opening role that they would do. Like to get you hooked on the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a radio play. What happens next?
Find out tomorrow.
Find out right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So normally...
Well, we like to ask
yeah,
our guests.
we have a little conversation before we start.
Hector, what was your experience before this with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Knowing that you had a son that loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, probably I am responsible for your love to the turtles because
You bought all the toys.
you were 1 year old when they first came out, and I bought you all of them, and I was playing with you or letting you play with the 4 turtles since you were 1 year old. And probably that love began right there.
That's when I first loved the Turtles.
That's when you first loved because they were your favorite toys, and it was just a way to, when you would get crazy or out of control, that was the way to calm you down. Hey,
if he started freaking out, he'd just give you some turtles.
take this turtle,
Okay.
Yeah.
take this turtle and shut up.
So your memories are mostly dismissive.
Well,
So it'd be like, Baba, take this and shut up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one is not enough. This is another one.
Wow. I didn't know I was so spoiled.
That's why you got 4. You just wouldn't be quiet.
Yeah. What
If
about...
you were a normal child, you'd have 1 turtle.
That's true. Did you ever watch the cartoons too?
Oh
'Cause-
yeah, of course. Oh yes, I used to watch them. Probably 88, 89,
Yeah.
90s. Yeah, then because you guys, you used to like it and sit quiet and watch it and probably have fun with it, and me too.
Awesome.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
It's a great story.
absolutely. All right, well, we're going to go shed a tear and watch the episode and see if it lives up to all 3 of our memories.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back.
What a piece of shit.
A pizza shit.
All right, well, I think all of our predictions were
Wrong.
close, but wrong. Mine wasn't close.
So, this part of the show, usually Basem gives a quick rundown of what happened, so the people that didn't watch the episode can kind of keep up with us. So,
Okay.
Basem, go ahead and give us the turtle breakdown.
Okay, so we open up on the Technodrome, battered and beaten in Dimension X. It's like stranded. Nothing works. Krang can't basically do anything.
Most things don't work.
Most things don't work. Krang's all beat up. His body's all busted open. But he sends Bebop and Rocksteady through a little rip in space or whatever.
After camouflaging them, sort of.
Yeah, he makes them look like they're human forms again.
It's like vampires. It's like, when you look right at them, you think they're normal dudes, but then if you look through a mirror or
You
like
see
a
a rhino.
lens, you see
A rhino and a
mutant Bebop Rocksteady.
Warthog, yeah. So their plan is to go to Channel 6 and get a special piece of technology that we don't even see that's in the building.
They want the whole building.
They want the whole building, but specifically because of the specific thing that the transmitter that April talks about in the beginning.
Yeah, they want all their transmission device, their broadcasting equipment.
Yeah, so they take transwarp thrusters and they put them. Their
Attempt
mission is to put them in the bottom of the building and to shoot the entire building up into space.
Into Dimension X.
Into Dimension X.
Through the vagina-like tear in the sky.
Yes. The Bebop and Rocksteady don't know Up from Adam, and they end up becoming vice presidents of programming.
They don't know what from Up from Adam?
Yeah. Like, you know,
I've never heard you say that before.
like, I've never said it.
Are you trying to show off for your dad?
Maybe.
Your brother and uncle?
No.
Basem's like whole male extended family is here.
Yeah. No. You know the saying, I don't know you from Adam.
I don't know if I do.
I don't know you from Adam is like from like Adam and Eve.
Okay.
So the saying is like, I don't know you at all.
Fair enough.
Okay. And so they don't know Up from Adam.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
because
fine.
they literally don't know where the basement is for
Yeah.
some reason. And they
it's down.
And they were hired as janitors too.
yeah, they worked their way up literally.
And to go down.
Really
go
quick.
down.
Really quick.
Yeah. And they end up slacking for the whole episode. Meanwhile, the turtles are fighting a clone of Splinter, a robot clone, and getting their asses kicked. And then what? They kill the robot and they beat Bebop and Rocksteady, and Channel 6 doesn't get sent up to outer space.
Did you mention that the turtles were looking for pepperoni?
That's right. That's
right.
right.
That's their whole motivation. There's no pepperoni anywhere. And they don't even explain why. But they look everywhere for pepperoni.
But they're lucky. They got an invitation to somewhere in Europe.
To
Europe.
Europe.
To all of Europe.
It's probably like the eastern bad part.
And if they're close to Italy, they might be able to find some pepperoni there.
That's true.
Pepperoni is strictly an American invention.
So they're not going to
I'm sure they have it.
Some salame.
Yeah. They get some prosciutto.
I
Bubba,
like
would
to
you
think
like
they
to
go
eat
to like
Oh, I would love prosciutto.
prosciutto on a pizza?
You just made me
it
hungry.
would be delicious.
Yeah.
Prosciutto's amazing.
Yeah.
I like to think they went to the part of Europe where like Hostel takes place at though. Like scoop out their eye or something.
Oh, wow.
Something gross.
Yeah.
They're going to tour Evil. And they're going to give them some power.
What-
Evil.
What do you mean? What's that?
Power evil?
Isn't that say that? Didn't they say that? That they're going to give tour Evil?
Oh. Turtles retire with honor? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think.
Are you talking
Are you
about,
talking
at
about the end?
Yes.
All right,
I
let's
think we
Let's
might
listen
have
to the
go
end real
back
quick.
to it.
Yeah. Let's just do it real quick.
Europe, here we come. Mona Lisa, watch out.
The Eiffel Tower's gonna get some turtle power.
Oh shit. All right.
Some
Oh.
The Eiffel Tower is going to get some turtle power.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is a
There-
good rhyme.
there you go.
Eiffel Tower. Or
Wow.
like the awful tower, right?
Have you never been?
I haven't, no.
Why not?
It's expensive. Would probably be the first one.
What's expensive? The Eiffel Tower?
Well, going
to
see
the
it.
Eiffel-
going
yeah.
to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And
I can't.
if you get to the Eiffel Tower at the base of it, it's gonna still be expensive to go to the top of it.
Yeah, do you have to pay admission? To,
Oh yes,
Yeah.
They're yes.
Have you been?
I have, yes.
Did you go to the top?
I did go to the top, yes. And
You can only
actually,
afford
at
going
the very
halfway.
end, you gotta go up some steps. The elevator doesn't go up.
I was going to
All the way.
ask. Yeah.
Mhm.
They charge and you have to walk. I suppose you could use like you'd go up and then like jump off. You don't have to worry about the debt, right?
Well, you don't get paid. You don't have to pay to go back down.
You just
It's free.
it's pretty good.
You can go any way you
I
want.
can get down my own damn way. And they hurl off the edge. Base jump it.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that was the turtle recap. Let's get into notes.
Let's get into it.
All right.
All right.
Bubba, do you have any notes?
No, I didn't write any.
There's no pressure to.
There's no requirement to anyway.
My first note is Krang. They're in Dimension X on some sort of large, steep crag. And basically, he says, "We landed in the icky part."
But it's like the beautiful part.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like an oasis. Look at it. It's like a paradise island.
I mean, there's water. But
it's better than other parts of Dimension X we've seen.
do you remember the water in one of those volcano movies?
It's human inhabitable because
The mom,
because of the water.
That's true.
So if there's
Unless
water,
it's acid.
It could be acid.
Like in that volcano movie.
What are we talking about? What volcano movie?
There's two of them that came out. One had the guy from James Bond, Pierce
That's
Brosnan.
Okay.
And I feel like this is the one, but they're like, he's a geologist, and he's like, the volcano's gonna blow, and the mayor's like, no, there's a big festival, and we'll lose a bunch of money.
Oh, it's like Jaws, but with volcanoes?
But with volcanoes.
Okay.
And then the volcano blows, and everyone has to escape, and that's the whole movie. But there's a part where they're in a boat, and he's like, no, the water's turned to acid. And they're like, they get in a metal boat, and it starts eating it. And then they can't make it to shore, so the mom like jumps out and like sacrifices herself. And she like walks the boat, and then like when she comes out of the water, it's just like bones for her legs.
Oh my god.
Like a skeleton.
Oh my god.
You know, it sounds awful, but people can't just walk out of a pond with skeleton legs.
Well, yeah, that's
Like,
what muscles are for.
You need muscles and skin. It was pretty stupid.
It was literally just bone.
If I remember right, that's what it is in my imagination. The skeleton legs.
Baba, to save your family, how far would you walk in acid?
I would dive in acid.
Pretend that Basem's not there, though.
Yeah.
I would dive into it.
Oh, that's
No questions.
It's heartwarming.
No
That is-
hesitation. I will try to find a solution before I do that.
Well, yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
for
it's
the-
probably
No,
That's not your first
Don't just
instinct.
jump into
that's
the
not
acid.
going to be
Yeah,
my first choice.
try to work out the other
That
options
would be plan
first.
6.
Not like,
That'd be plan 6. Yeah.
not like Cranston's first plan to jump off the Eiffel Tower.
No, I'm just saying that's a scheme you could concoct.
Yeah. What a diabolical scheme.
Well, you could drain your life savings to go to the top, and then it's like,
Well, nothing left.
yeah, exactly. I don't need to worry about my retirement anymore.
Yeah. I had a note about the intro that I've never noticed before.
Yeah, you mentioned that about the Technodrome.
Yeah, the Technodrome in the intro theme,
It rises
up and blinks. The eye
Yeah.
on top of it blinks, and I've never noticed that, and I've never seen it blink in the show.
It probably normally doesn't have a dry eye.
What do you mean? Like it's blinking off camera?
Yeah, or I mean, like, one blink, it wipes it clean, moisturizes.
For
and then
how long?
I don't know. I'm not a Technodrome.
66 episodes?
Well, I don't know. It could blink between the episodes.
Okay, Cranston.
Maybe there's not enough power to blink anymore.
If there was something like that, they could make windshield wipers of them.
Exactly.
Wipe once and it's gone.
That's it.
Yeah, all right.
Your dad
well,
gets it. Why is it so hard for you to understand?
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was the idiot.
Well,
Let's...
I didn't want to say it, but
Yeah,
if you come to the conclusion yourself, I guess I can agree with you, right?
thanks.
You're welcome.
We get to the city and we meet the turtles again, and they're kind of like relaxing, chillaxing, all cool.
Well, I think there's more to talk about this Technodrome.
Okay,
here.
let's talk more about the Technodrome.
They're trapped in the Technodrome.
Yes.
There's They're not trapped in the Technodrome. They're trapped in Dimension X.
Yeah, the Technodrome doesn't work. It's been blown up, but
and they're trying to reach out, and Krang's like, well, I can call the Rock Soldiers. We'll reach out to the nearest base, and then Shredder goes up, rips out the microphone, and goes, "How the radio's broken."
What?
You didn't see that?
No.
The microphone is not even hooked up.
How can we radio for help if the radio doesn't work?
It looked like he ripped the. I presume it wasn't hooked up, but it looked like he ripped it out of the socket, and it goes.
That's
when
amazing.
he pulls it out.
That is amazing. Everything's falling apart. Everything's crapped out. Even Krang has like breaks and cracks in his body. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's also a part where he's controlling the body to throttle Shredder because he's blaming all Earthlings.
Yep.
But they don't have joysticks. So it's just him, Shredder, or Krang doing strangling motions.
With his tentacles?
Well, his tentacles, while the body also does strangling motions. Do you remember Garfield and Friends, Basem?
The cartoon?
The cartoon, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There was the one where he had the inner tube with like the animal on it, and the thing on the inner tube would always do exactly what he did.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, I don't remember the character, but I can see it.
Okay.
I can assure you it's correct.
I believe you.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, well, since we can't call out to the Rock Soldier base, we better concoct a scheme.
So the scheme is they're going to send Bebop and Rocksteady, the two least qualified individuals.
They're the best they have.
Okay. Here's my number one thought about this. We've talked about this before.
Give me your number 3.
No, I only have one.
I'm not interested in number 1.
Shredder has...
One's been done.
Has it?
Give me number 2 then.
Okay. So Bebop and Rocksteady are a rhino and a warthog, right?
Yes.
And aside from that, they are two of probably the dumbest things on Earth, right?
Yes.
Shredder is at least smart. He's capable. And he looks like a normal freaking human being.
Well, minus the stupid spike armor.
You take that off and he looks normal.
I don't know if he can.
It's like attached.
There's like tribal women where they have so many of the necklaces on that's what's supporting their head. So if they take them off, their necks like a baby their necks would just break.
But what's doing that on Shredder?
Maybe the spikes.
You think the mask on his face is keeping his jaw closed?
Maybe the spikes also go inside.
Ugh.
And that's what keeps it on. So if he takes it off, he'll just like bleed out.
I think that's very poetic.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's like if you commit to this, then you're really
powerful.
You're committing, right?
Well,
it's your life now. B, every time you use them, you cause pain on yourself. It's like
Wolverine.
Exactly. It's poetic like that.
Poetic like Logan.
If you're not able to hurt yourself, what right do you have to hurt another?
Ooh, that is poetic.
That's what I'm saying.
That is poetic. Yes, I agree.
But I don't think that's the case, and I think he should have just taken off his freaking helmet and walked in and done everything he needed to do in 5 minutes.
And we know it's not the case because we've seen him without his armor before.
Yes.
What about the episode? What happens to the episode if he does that?
They make a better episode.
Yeah, exactly. The episode is actually reasonable. Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I have it's like, so his plan is to use the power they don't have to send Bebop and Rocksteady in disguise back to Earth, which is what they were trying to escape the whole time. They want to get away from the Turtles, so their plan is to go back to the Turtles.
Well, they want to destroy the Earth. They want to destroy the Turtles and take over the Earth.
Well, if they're trying to reach out to the nearest Rock Soldier base, why don't they just send Bebop and Rocksteady to go to the Rock Soldier base?
I agree.
Well, they chill out in the sun and drink Mai Tais.
Send up a flare or something. We saw things flying by.
Do anything else.
Anything but go to Earth.
Yeah, I mean, are they trying to conquer Earth with Channel 6 News?
Exactly.
We don't know why they even want it.
What do they want to do with it?
They want it so they can contact the Rock Soldier base.
Oh, really?
Yes!
I don't believe it. We finally got rid of Shredder.
And best of all, before he could get his evil hands on Channel 6's latest transmitting equipment.
They broke the radio, so they need to go all the way to Earth to
fix
get
the radio.
to get a whole television station
Yeah.
to send a broadcast.
Just break into the first car you see and take the radio.
How about get a bunch of rocks and just put SOS?
Yeah.
How about that?
Really? I mean,
How about anything else? Isn't he supposed to be the supreme leader of Dimension X?
Oh my God!
Couldn't he just walk around till someone sees him and then be saved?
Yeah.
It's very upsetting. Why would they go back to Earth? Why not use the rocket packs to rocket to the rock base?
Really?
I want to know. There's no answer.
I never thought of it, but now it seems so obvious and unlogical that what the hell is this guy doing trying to conquer Earth?
That's
I'm
what
not
we've
an
been saying for
I'm
so long.
I'm a normal guy. I'm not even an evil mastermind.
Yeah,
I have a job. I can't.
We
Put those
work for a
thruster-
living.
Yeah, I know.
Put those thrusters on that floating island that you're on and move the island.
Put it on the Technodrome.
Put it in your arms.
They have those like drill modules.
Yeah.
Put them on that. Or just strap it to Bebop and launch him out till someone wonders what's going
Light
on.
him on fire and use him as a flare.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot him up into space.
Man, they can't just stand on the edge and yell real loud.
They haven't even tried.
They try the stupidest thing first.
We better use the rest of our reserve power to send Bebop and Rocksteady back to the place where the people that can stop us are. Oh no, they stopped us!
Yeah.
Because we need a satellite dish.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Didn't they have a satellite dish sent up with them from the last episode?
You'd think if they're super geniuses, they could probably construct one.
They haven't. This thing is like 80 stories tall.
It is large.
They can't.
That's fair.
They can't pull some wiring out of the wall and make a little magnet coil or something to make it happen.
They don't even go outside and look around. Krang just goes, "Oh, this is the icky part."
We've landed in the icky part. Gee, it's beautiful.
He's like, "I'm out. I don't want it.
Done with it.
This isn't the part of Dimension X I wanted."
My dad looks dumbfounded.
Well, yeah.
His outside looks like our insides.
Like, wouldn't you blame all of that on the brain guy?
Oh, yeah.
Krang.
Krang.
He's sitting there. He died to get a body. Now he has a body. He's moving around.
Yeah, he's capable now.
But capable of what?
Nothing. He doesn't
Well,
do anything.
He's got cool arm attachments. Like, he can actually beat the turtles, but it's never Krang going to the Earth. It's always Bebop and Rocksteady.
Well, if this kind of brain is going to control the subsequent episodes, Ninja Turtles are going to be in trouble.
But he's not. He's never in control.
No.
It's Krang is always coming up with a stupid idea, and Shredder is always coming up with his own vengeful, even stupider ideas. They conflict for a while, and it doesn't matter because it's not well executed. Because they send Bebop and Rocksteady to do it.
I have a theory. My theory is that they like the turtles.
Well, not Shredder, though.
Oh, I think Shredder does too.
Okay.
But yeah, secretly on the inside, they don't want anything bad to happen to him. So they are smart, but they intentionally make their plans dumb enough where they can never succeed enough to hurt anybody.
So
are you saying they are not evil then?
I think they're evil, but they do...
Lonely?
Yeah, but they're lonely, yeah.
They want attention?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, that's funny. But I don't think so.
What you're saying here, I had a friend, or person I knew, long time ago.
Not a friend.
And he was a crook.
Son of a bitch.
He was a very smart crook. But always he was doing things to little people for little things. still $10 here, still $20 there. He was smart enough to do the same thing at a big scale because he ended up in jail anyway for $10 and $20. He could have ended up in jail for millions of bucks. I mean, if that's the end of him. So he wasn't looking at something big. That was his level.
He was small-minded.
So probably these guys are small-minded too. They're not up to the level we would expect from something that keeps threatening about what they're gonna do.
That's pretty smart. I like what you're saying. The problem is they have these grandiose ideas. Like they're constantly talking about taking over the world or crushing the turtles. And like they won't make it simple. Like they have to overcomplicate every issue.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Just like a woman.
Like they could construct a bomb, right?
Yes, they construct a bomb
and just blow up the sewers.
They could take a barrel of gasoline and at each like sewer entrance and then just blow them up and then trap the turtles down there forever.
Is that how you make a bomb? It's just a barrel of gas?
Well, I mean, you could do it that way. I'm just saying it's not complicated.
Basem, I don't want you to tell our listening audience how to make bombs, okay?
Well, you got a lot of support here right now, tech support.
What's on bomb making? Are you allowed to be self-racist?
Yes, that's the only time you're allowed to be racist.
It's not racist if it's true. Crazy.
So okay. Now we're going to complicate it even more. Because not only do they send these two idiots with these 4 rocket-propelled boxes, they send them with another 5th box called the Pretendicon.
Right.
And this is legitimately, I think there's a Pretendicon Transformer, like in the Transformers cartoon. I could be wrong, but it definitely sounds like that, right? So
I'll trust your instincts on that.
The Pretendicon is a robot that comes out of a briefcase, basically.
I mean, it is a briefcase.
It's a briefcase. They put it on the ground, they hit a button, it comes out into a robot. It looks like a tiny, skinny Terminator-style thing.
Give me orders!
And then they push a button on it, and it turns into the shape of Master Splinter. But, just like every phenomenal, flawless robot in these cartoons, it sounds like an idiot robot. And I don't know why they can't figure that shit out.
Out of my way. I must explore this strange new world in which I find myself.
Master, wait!
I know it's for the audience's sake, so we know that it's not really Master Splinter. But it's the dumbest thing. It's not necessary.
See, that's another problem I have with the whole show in general. Like, them going to Earth to get the station, there's a lot you could do with that.
It's not the worst idea.
It's not the worst. Like, at least make it interesting. But then they have to add this Splinter scene to it. It's like, you could have done a whole episode on this robot Splinter decoy.
The problem is they already did that with Irma.
Well, that's a totally separate problem.
Yeah. They could have...
It's like they take three different show ideas and then jam them into one show, and none of them get hashed out.
Let's count the show ideas.
Robot Splinter.
Have to kidnap the entire building, Channel 6 building.
Yes.
Turtles are retired and have to find Pepperoni. Number 4 is the Technodrome needs a radio. Or no, that's Channel 6.
I would consider all that, one.
Number 4 is Bebop and Rocksteady become CEOs of Channel 6. That's its own subplot.
I think if they dropped the other stuff and left that in, like, that would have been fine. Like, they could have done more with that.
Because
the CEO thing was actually funny. I actually enjoyed watching that part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm just saying it's its own story.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
They should have used it back in season 3.
Yeah. It's just Well, it's upsetting, but whatever.
I do like how they go in and just hold a gun to his head and go, "Give me a job."
And he's like, okay.
I've told you about that, right? When I was working at the grocery store.
Oh, shit, did you? Did you tell it on the air? Or?
I'm pretty sure I've told it like 4 times on the air, but I'll tell it again.
Yeah.
I was working at a grocery store and I was up at the front and this guy comes in drunk off of his ass. And basically he just walks right up to the counter and he looks my manager in the eye and he goes, "Give me a job." And then my manager looks and goes, "Oh, yeah, you want a job? Yeah, let me get you an application." And actually printed it out for him and gave it to him. The guy just didn't say anything. He took it and he just stumbled out. It was the weirdest thing. I laughed so hard. And I kept laughing for about 3 days.
What would have happened if he came... I think I asked you this. If he came the next day and he was proper and he's shaved and has a suit on and everything, and he turns in his application.
If he was wearing a suit?
Yeah.
It's a grocery store.
Well, still, dress for the job you want, right?
Well, then you need to apply at a non-grocery store.
Bebop and Rocksteady were wearing suits and they were janitors. And look where it got them.
Yeah, but they weren't applying for janitors.
But dress for the job you want, just like I said.
He wants to be CEO of the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, they got the job as janitors, and you know what? This is the ideal job for somebody that wants to do what they wanted to do or sabotage. I mean, janitors go all over the place. They had it this is like a blank check.
Yeah, give them access.
Yeah,
Janitors
absolutely.
get their keys.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
No, what they do, they become CEOs of the thing. So, I mean, and they have to look for the basement. I mean, I don't know if they were looking to go up to the basement or they are actually...
As soon as
that it's down.
As soon as they get the promotions, they immediately lose all track of what they're actually supposed to do.
But before that, they don't even know where the basement is.
Doing janitor type stuff is sure to take us to the basement where we can plant these things. Oh, good thinking. But there's one little thing that stands in our way. What's that? Which way is the basement?
Yeah.
What human being on Earth? They've lived as people for the better part of their lives. They've only been robot or mutants for 3 years.
They were gang members. I mean, they didn't grow up like normal people. They grew up on the streets.
The streets have a basement.
The streets.
They're called the sewers.
The sewers.
Oh, that's pretty poetic itself. So the sewer is the basement of the streets.
Yeah. Of the whole of New York.
What's the attic?
The attic
space
is
what's the family?
The rooftops.
What's the family room?
The family would be gas stations. Central Park.
Gas station.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a place where people gather.
Okay.
What else? The bathroom. Gas stations. There we go.
Also sewers.
Yeah. Let's talk about some fourth wall breaks.
Let's do that.
We introduced the concept of fourth wall breaks to my father today. And we counted a few of them. Shall we go over them, Papa?
Sure.
Okay.
Is it Papa or Baba?
It's Baba, but when I'm
Papa.
Please, Papa, can we go over the fourth wall breaks? When I'm being a child from the Beauty and the Beast universe, from a Disney cartoon.
Normally there'd be a lot of yelling, though.
Like a street urchin? That's racist.
What?
Just because you hear us talk loudly at each other.
From different rooms.
Yeah, because we're in different rooms. We have to talk loudly.
So
I don't understand why white people don't get this.
What would you call it when you talk loudly so a person in the other room could hear you, Basem?
Talking loud enough so that they hear you.
Well, what's yelling then?
Yelling is when
tell me the difference.
Yelling is when I yell because I'm angry at you.
Only at me?
Well, yeah.
I don't think you've ever yelled at me, fortunately.
Good.
Oh, you yelled at me when we were playing Outlast.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. Whenever we play scary games, you yell at me.
Yeah.
Because you get really intense.
Because you get really scary.
So I try to freak you out.
So, fourth wall breaks. Where's this after minor adjustments? Who said that? After some minor adjustments?
Oh, that's Donatello
Oh, yeah.
with his pizza making or pizza flipping machine.
So, I think it's supposed to be showing us that the turtles are kind of retiring. So, everyone's kind of doing their own thing. Donatello's working on a pizza flipping machine, which is a stupid thing. Why would you flip a fully made pizza?
This new pizza flipping machine should work great.
I didn't think about that.
Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
You flip. You don't even. You toss the dough to get it evenly spread
you don't
out.
Flip pizza.
What was he hoping would happen?
I don't know. Bob trying to figure it out. He's thinking to himself.
I saw some fish on the
But that was making a pizza. This is the pizza flipper.
Yeah.
So Donatello shoots the pizza up in the air and it falls on his head. And he says
it was supposed to fall on all the fish and the condiments in there that were sitting on that.
But that was a
dish.
different room.
Maybe he wanted to launch
Let me
it
show you
onto
it.
that pizza
Was
because
it
there's a big
different
stack
room?
of them.
But that was that's what I'm saying. I think that was
I
a
thought it
different
was
room.
supposed to
It was a
flip
different room, but what if
and land on the.
So Michelangelo's cooking his pizza tower.
Okay, right
A
there.
tower of pizza.
You see, he flipped it. It was supposed to land on the fish.
What fish? So this is one
Mikey's
room.
pizza?
It's a fully made pizza. He flings it up in the air.
So look, I think look at this. Look at this. We go back just a little bit here. It's too far.
Too far.
It's too far.
Why are you going so far?
It's way too far.
They're teasing this whole fucking Europe thing.
So
For a long
see
time.
how he's got all these stacks of pizzas?
Yes.
They're making one large pizza stack.
Oh, this
So-
is another pizza.
These
thought
are
it
different
was a
pizzas.
dish with condiments for the pizza. Okay.
But it's possible that he's trying to launch the other pizzas onto these pizzas.
But why would you flip a pizza?
It's because you need to stack it up
It's not
higher.
supposed to flip. It's supposed to fly. In,
But he calls it the
Like-
pizza flipper.
He calls it the pizza flipper because he knows that's what's going to sell, Basem. He has a business mind.
You gotta
You don't-
catch him.
You don't have a business mind.
I'm sorry, but I like to name things after what they do. This is a pizza
Well,
launcher, if anything.
Business doesn't have anything to do with logic. That's your first problem. Business is an art, not a science.
My bad.
It's all right. I can show you the ropes. One of these days.
One of these days. Okay, well, anyway, so he looks at us and says, after some minor adjustments, it's a
fourth wall.
Yep.
That's great.
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 And then later, when they're perusing around the city, because they're in a panic because there's no pepperoni.
And they don't even touch on that. I thought
that was going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, I thought aliens were going to have taken it. But they don't. It's just there's just no pepperoni right now.
No pizza place in the city has pepperoni right now, and it's not explained why. But anyway, Raphael says there's a pizza shortage, and then
Put the clip in here.
Great.
They must be experiencing a severe sausage shortage. And don't ask me to say that again.
Was there another one?
There was.
I think it was closer to the end, though,
This
right?
one was the good one, though.
Well, let's save the good one.
Okay.
Do you... So Bebop and Rocksteady get turned into executives in charge of the programming schedule.
No. Well, they bust into a room.
They become the CEOs of programming.
And they start moving some shows around.
They got Kung Fu Kitty cartoons on at 3 in the morning. What? But that's my favorite show.
Bowling for Bucks or My Mother the Tank.
Yeah. To primetime spots because those are their favorite shows.
Yeah. And then they have an entire 3-hour block of commercials between 8 and 11 p.m.
Yes.
That's a
because
bold
they're
move.
more interesting than their shitty shows.
That's a real bold move.
But what I like is, so they're sitting in their office trying to work on programming, but then Shredder calls them and tells them to get their asses in gear. So they're trying to find the basement again. They walk into a soundstage where instead of the California raisins, there's the Idaho potatoes.
Yes.
Talking about how they heard it through the potato vine.
Potato vine? Did they say that?
Yeah, instead of grapevine. They go,
Oh.
I heard it through the potato vine.
I heard
Then they go up and they're furious because they're not doing a good job being potatoes.
If two people know how to be a potato, it's these two.
So they push them off the stage and tell them they're fired. Then they put on the potato outfits.
And they walk around like that for the rest of the episode.
And they're just dressed like potatoes for the next 15 minutes. It's the best part of this whole stupid episode. In my opinion. I got 30 screenshots.
Good.
You're welcome.
There's a part that I really like when... Okay, the turtles say this weird line. Because the city is boring now that Shredder's gone, right?
Yes.
But they
Allegedly.
say... Yeah, but they say, luckily, there's always crime in New York City. Like,
great.
What a shitty thing to say. You're not doing your jobs.
Well, they stop an old lady. Some guy's just trying to take her purse, right?
Yeah, so they stop a mugging. And they stop some graffiti.
Oh, what was that cool one? This mugger comes up to him with a knife.
I have that note. He says,
Yeah.
give me a wallet. And Leo pulls out his sword and goes, give me your knife. It's fucking
and
good.
the guy gives him the knife. It's like, sorry.
Give me your money.
I've got a better idea. Give me your knife.
It's yours.
And that's what I miss. It's like they're supposed to be these badass turtles, but then they make them impotent all the time. Like, you got to make them strong against someone.
Yeah.
They're kind of, they don't show their strength.
Yeah.
And that's what should make them heroes, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. This episode seems like a little bit mellow. I hope future episodes are going to be more interesting for the...
This sadly...
This is the intro to season 4.
I think we had more action here than we have had in a lot of other episodes.
Yeah. And it wasn't good.
No, yeah, it's very disappointing. The first season is really spot on.
You've seen it.
As
Hector.
time goes on,
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think of the first season?
I think it was interesting, and there was a little bit of juice in things. But this episode is really not a good start.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you like about the first season? Because we watched all 5 episodes in succession.
I like the what the turtles were doing, how they were always being having issues that they solved with power, and they did things right most of the time, and it was interesting. But in this episode, it seems like it's a little bit not much to show. I mean, not much to hook you to the future episodes.
Yeah, there's no action.
I
there's
think
no
so.
overall
I think
arc.
Yeah, it's a very weak story.
It started, I thought, real strong.
I was excited
because it takes off right where the third season leaves off. It's like, all right, they're in Dimension X. It's like, now the cool shit can start happening. Finally.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. I'm like, okay, finally they're back to Dimension X. They have the Technodrome. They have power. Let's do something. Like, what are you going to scheme?
They
It's
had
like,
power for 1 episode in 3 seasons.
It's like, we'll go back to New York. It's like, no, you're in Dimension X.
The motherland.
Release a plague. I don't know. Do something cool.
Put a bomb on that thruster that you're sending through the space vagina.
in my prediction, I thought too much of the
Yeah.
of this episode. Oh, I thought it was
Too
gonna
much
be
credit.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we typically
Something
do
huge.
that.
Did you notice when I think Leo's talking on the comm that the top half of it just disappears?
Yes, we took a picture of it.
That was pretty good.
There's some poor animation. Animation changes in this episode like crazy. some of it, like April seems like rubbery and running around, and sometimes she looks like a dead-eyed sex doll.
Yeah,
And it's just real weird.
Yeah.
Baba, tell me about your experiences with sex dolls.
With sex dolls?
Yep.
I never had to experience them.
he never had to.
You never had to. No one has to.
I never had to have it. So I was lucky otherwise. With real.
There's got to be
life.
some sort of desperation.
Never
use a sex
with
doll.
dolls. Never with dolls. The most I have seen him is probably in ads or something in magazines. That's the most
What kind of magazines are
that's
you reading?
Well,
TV
I have
Guide.
seen all kinds of
TV Guide.
Yeah, like
Popular Mechanic.
New York Times.
Yeah.
No, actually, that wasn't a sex doll. That was actually the first lady.
It was Donald Trump.
No, Donald Trump's wife, the first lady. Ivanka. I
Ivanka.
was making a joke.
Oh.
You know what? I think it's this episode, as mellow and as disgraceful as it is. You know, I prefer to talk about the turtle episodes.
Yeah.
Much more fun.
Yeah,
talking about
than
Trump?
current politics.
Yeah, okay.
I absolutely agree.
So let's go to
It's a very weird time in America right now.
So I have a
Lot of
couple of
drama.
notes then that we can kind of get into. So their disguises, Bebop and Rocksteady, are supposed to last for 3 hours.
Was that the time frame?
Pretty sure I'm going to put it in.
I don't remember, but he's probably right.
Okay.
You have exactly 3 hours in which to infiltrate Channel 6 and get the thrusters in place. After that, the cloaking wears off and you return to normal.
So I have a note. All of this happens in 3 hours then.
Yes.
Yeah,
about 2
I mean,
hours.
it seems like it does, actually.
Right?
Like, Burns like, what are you doing? You're hired. You're the CEO now.
Yeah, I had like 3.5 hours to do this whole thing.
Yeah. So
From the time they turned them to humans until they went back to themselves.
yeah, I don't.
What's wrong with his leg, by the way?
Splinter?
The splinter. Yeah, this is
Oh,
not
because
the
he
real
has it
Splinter.
wrapped.
This is not the real splinter.
no,
this
this
is
is the
the
real-
other splinter.
But the real one has a wrap around his leg too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. It's like martial artists; they'll wrap their arms or their legs like kickboxers. So it's like padding when they fight.
I think it also helps him keep things rigid.
Yeah, only one leg, huh?
No, both.
Oh, both legs.
Both,
Yeah.
yeah, you just can't see it right now.
Oh,
yeah.
I like the joke. They're Bebop and Rocksteady are CEOs in their office with their feet up on the desk and their hands behind their heads. The only thing missing was the cigar and like the scotch in the glass. But
Yeah.
I think it was Bebop.
Then he would have been a Baldwin.
Yeah. Bebop just picks up the phone and goes, "Get me Dimension X."
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then
And it
they
works.
don't question it. I'll just
It
cuts
goes.
to, yeah. I really enjoyed that.
That's so dumb.
And then after that 3 hours happens, when they turn back into traditional Bebop and Rocksteady, not only do they morph, which is weird because they're supposed to be like that the whole time anyway,
Not only are they not in their suits, business suits anymore.
they're also not in their potato costumes.
Yeah, they it disappears off of them.
It's like the animators are just like, how do we get rid of these potato costumes? It's like,
Yeah, just fucking do it.
Just fuck, I don't care.
just get it out of
Just get it off. Yeah. Just make some like Sailor Moon. They glow a little bit. And then, yeah, now there's no potato costume anymore. I would like to see them in potato outfits for the rest of the series.
Forever.
You think these guys are kind of high when they were writing this, and the kind of, we don't want no headaches. What do we do with the potato? Let's take it off the picture. We don't need to make a logical explanation for this. Just take it off.
I think they care so little that they literally forgot the potato even existed.
Yeah.
Like,
they must be higher.
No, I think
they must be in a space X or something.
yeah.
Dimension X.
Yeah.
Third dimension.
I'm sure there was some smoking done in the rooms. However, I really think that they just don't care about kids enough. Like,
Yeah.
they don't think kids are going to care enough that they don't bother explaining it.
Lowest common denominator television. This is a cash grab
This is just to make money, this cartoon.
I agree.
and sell toys.
I agree.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Basically.
But see, that's what is weird. Because you could sell a new Bebop and Rocksteady in business suits.
I would buy corporate Bebop. I'd buy that.
I'd buy that.
I'd buy it right now.
Yeah.
Your dad, Hector, caught an amazing problem that Basem and I totally missed. When they're fighting Bebop and Rocksteady, the Turtles, they can't beat them, so they grab the fire hose. Leo grabs the hose, hands it to Mikey.
Yeah.
And then when it cuts to
His hand.
it's
Leo's hand.
It's Leo's
again.
hand. Leo handing the hose to Leo. Then he sprays him, and then they cut back up, and Leo's like standing in the doorway with his swords drawn.
Yeah. It was a good catch. Weird. Yeah.
Or was that Mimo?
I think that was Mimo. Yes.
That was Mimo?
I'm giving my dad credit because I think that's fair.
Well, Mimo wouldn't exist without Hector, so
That's true. So
technically,
by the
every accomplishment you have, Mimo.
by the transitive property, my dad has been on every episode of Turtle Power Pod.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's poor animation. Just like with the potatoes, they don't care. They don't care to even go back 1 second and see what was happening.
There's no quality control.
And they know it because we have an amazing fourth wall break.
Yeah.
Because
the good one.
as the turtles are walking around the city,
Looking for pepperoni.
Raphael says,
Oh, no pepperoni anywhere. This is getting mondo ridiculoso.
Yeah, next time I wish the writers would come up with a better plot device.
Wish the writers would just come up with an excuse for us to have pepperoni so we can move on. I do like that it's a little, excuse me, a little self-aware.
well, that'd be fine. It would be great. I mean, it is nice. But you're 15 minutes in the episode, man. There's 7 minutes to go. This could have ended 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The purpose is to get them above ground, right? And to see Splinter. They waste way too much time on that.
There are two great things about the ending, though. One is they do successfully attach the thrusters to Channel 6 News.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is weird because they attach it from the inside.
I don't understand what
So I don't know how the thrust from inside would make it.
It's glued onto the
intact.
floor.
Anyway,
Okay.
It takes off. It gets thousands of feet in the air.
Probably a good 150, 250 feet.
I mean, enough where you can't see any of the other buildings.
Oh, sure,
They're
right.
in the sky, so it's higher than the World Trade Center.
Probably.
And then the turtles just cut the engine, and the thing just plummets directly back into where it was, like nothing happened.
And everyone's in there is fine.
And the swords are hooked up and the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's
Electric.
great. Yeah. No problems, guys.
The windows aren't broken.
We
Nothing.
fixed it.
Yeah, great. Donatello's an idiot.
Also, at the end, they get a letter saying like they can go to Europe. I don't know where that came from. It doesn't make any sense. But Splinter just gave him a huge talking to, like a speech being like, you can never let your guard down. Like, they could come back at any time.
The events of today prove that Shredder can still threaten us from Dimension X. We cannot afford to lower our guard.
It's like, we have to remain diligent and train. And they all agree. And then Mikey's like,
I don't believe it! Dudes, check this out! You have just won an all-expense-paid trip for you and 4 of your best buds to Europe!
and then even Splinter's like, oh, yes, let's go. Fuck it. Fuck New York City.
This place is a shithole. Robots. Mutants.
I think it's a good time to go to Pizza Power.
I think so.
So Pizza Power.
Pizza Power! With chameleons, lizards, and tadpoles, it hardly enters your mind that there's something better than this. A better sweet, better carrot, maybe a seed from the
guys heard of Geek Fuel? Well, if you're into subscription boxes, you might be familiar with it. For a monthly fee, and you pick, how it shows up, what you want, how you get it, you get a cool curated box by Geek Fuel. It has a bunch of geeky shit in it.
You always get at least $50 worth of stuff, including an awesome exclusive t-shirt and a Steam game that you can download straight to your computer.
We're not going to be pushy with it, but if you're interested in that, if you use our link, you directly support us. So it's kind of cool.
Visit geekfuel.com/turtlepowerpod to sign up and check out the plans today. Ooh, boy. What a hell of an episode. Cranston.
Yeah.
Tell me, did you think this was a good episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or was it a bad episode? And you can only pick one.
I gotta go bad.
Oh, shell shock.
Wow.
There were parts that I really liked. It started off strong, and there were plenty of things in the episode that was entertaining. But, I mean, I feel like I've basically already said it. The plot was weak, and on top of that, they had all this opportunity to do something cool. Like, yeah, you're not in New York anymore. Do something fun. It's like, don't immediately go back to New York and then ham fist and jam in the same shitty plot again.
Fair
Move
enough.
on.
Yeah.
What about you, Basem? What do you think?
I thought it was a bad episode.
Oh, shell shock.
There was too many dumb plots. Pepperoni, what the hell? Stupid robot shit. Shredder and Krang were fighting each other, which was the only interesting part.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I have to say. Hector, do you think this was a good episode or a bad episode?
You had to pick.
I think it was a bad episode.
Oh, shell shock.
Oh, 3 for 3.
The producers, the writers had a lot of opportunities in what they put there to do something nice out of it, to make something interesting in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
The best or most entertaining thing I saw is actually when the guys become CEOs of the company.
Yeah.
That was nice, and they could have put a little bit more of salt and pepper into that, and it would have been really nice.
Yeah, spice it up a bit. Salt and pepper. Yeah.
So it
A
was
little cayenne, a little cumin.
So short.
Too much.
It was too short, and the rest of it, no logic whatsoever. I mean, nothing. They want Channel 6 up in
Dimension
Space X, Dimension X, and what for? What are they going to do with it?
Yeah.
Nothing interesting, I think. Hopefully, coming episodes are going to be more thoughtful.
I hope so.
Me too.
Now, he brought up something I actually really like. Basem, this might even be a new segment. Why don't you tell me what your favorite part of the episode was?
Oh, okay.
If you had to pick a favorite, what was your favorite part?
I liked seeing more Dimension X because in the first season, Dimension X was a red nothing with floating tanks and soldiers, and in number 2, we saw some of Dimension Z and some of Dimension X, and Dimension X had the hot rodding teenagers and everything like that, and the Gribbix and everything. We saw some cool things, but now this is totally different. So I think Dimension X was my favorite part.
I would definitely say my favorite part was the potato Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy to please.
Yeah.
That's why it's so disappointing that the show doesn't please me.
Because you're so easy.
I'm so easy to please.
You're
the
like a
appearance
drunk
of the potatoes
slut.
or the disappearance of the potatoes was the favorite part.
I liked when
That
they were
walking
wearing
around
the
in
potato. Yeah.
suits.
The actual potato.
The actual
scene.
potato. Yeah.
Because by this time, they were CEOs.
Yeah. And I've seen so much Bebop and Rocksteady. I kind of appreciate when they do something fun. They're one of my favorite characters anyway.
They're one
Yeah,
up.
if I was to do anything with that, that looks like the turtles, I would have done not the pizzas. I would have done the fries, French fries. I'm a French fries guy.
So wait, so you
they built a whole thing out of fries.
A whole what?
I would feed them French fries instead of pizzas.
Instead of a pizza flipper, it would be a fry flipper?
Well, it would be a fry cutter and a fry peeler and a fry...
What about fries on a pizza?
Fries on a pizza? No, I don't think they will work. No. French fries have to be in hot oil and stuff like that.
Yes, Mimo.
We have a back...
It would be French fries. You bet. Yeah.
So would it be talking French fries or would it be animals eating
Potato-based
French fries?
episode.
French fries will make you talk, will make me talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
French
fuck
fries
turtles.
Yeah.
make wonders.
Sell all your
Potatoes are
turtles.
wonders of the world.
Buy all the potatoes.
You know, potatoes was the most important invention in the world, or discovery, and the second thing is gonna be graphene. So, from here to
my dad's trying to
from here to here.
to manipulate the market by
Potatoes are pretty important.
by talking about graphene.
Graphene is the miracles discovery.
Okay, go ahead and research graphene.
Is the future.
Okay.
Kids, look up graphene. Tell your parents.
It's a little bit too
Change the
complicated
world.
for kids. They
Tell
have to
kids,
be
tell your parents to
very
invest
smart.
in graphene so my dad can make some money on his investments.
Oh, no. Graphene is still young.
Like the kids.
Okay, they can grow with it. Yeah.
Now, did we have any Cowabungas?
We did not.
Well, how many pizzas did we have?
No.
We
one.
did not.
None!
No pizzas, no
No, we did have some fourth wall breaks.
We had 3 fourth wall breaks.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's something.
That is.
Which one is it there?
We got after the minor adjustments.
Yep.
Then he talks about the sausage shortage, and don't ask me to say that sentence again. And then blame the
We
writers.
say it one more time, though.
Oh, okay. Blame the writers. Yes.
No. So that brings us to a total of 5 Mondo Fabuloso episodes, 68 Cowabungas, 116 fourth wall breaks
Nice.
total.
I like that those fourth wall breaks are really, really cramming in there.
How do you like them, Papa?
Well, it's good that you
The more the
can
merrier, right?
see them.
Yeah.
They were kind of blurry to me, but not the picture. I'm saying the actual.
Like you didn't catch them?
When do you say when it is an actual wall break and when it's not?
We've had so many long, pointless conversations about it.
Yeah. That's what we fight about the most.
We've been practicing this garbage talent we have now for about a year and a half, like picking apart these episodes.
Yeah. It's not good for our complexion.
Do we have any correspondence corner today, or should we? Are there any questions?
There is. Well,
Yeah.
it's not a question, but
Come on down to the correspondence corner. Yeehaw!
this is kind of a shout out / comment from Twitter. It's from Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
He says some feedback I hope you can pass on to Cranston.
Okay.
Okay, because we were having difficult conversations about pedophilia a few weeks ago.
Oh,
This is a
man.
callback.
Yeah, I opened that can of worms.
Yeah. So he says the difficult conversations you sometimes have and feel weird about might be my favorite thing about the show.
Oh.
I direct that at Cranny because he's often the one going out on a limb and voicing a challenging opinion or question, and I think it's great. Basem, you're cool too.
Yeah, I do think about that stuff. And, you know, a lot of these ideas I didn't really come up with on my own. But I do a lot of research and I listen to a lot of other people's opinions. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
We talk about, every once in a while we get serious on the show.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we don't want to split our audience in half.
And we don't want to bring down the mood or anything. But, you know,
yeah,
sometimes we feel strongly about things.
Yeah.
And we want to clarify or talk about them a little bit. Like we talked about Trump just now.
We've talked about, I guess I'm just going to say, we've talked about bringing Good Boys Hour back.
And you should.
And we should. we keep saying, like, oh, we're going to record this Sunday, and then we don't.
I know. And it's the same with me and WikiHow.
Yeah. Okay, so at least it's not just me, but
mostly.
We were thinking about turning that into more of like a serious kind of conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you can hear more of that. No,
Fair enough.
anyway, yeah, thanks for saying that. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad that it made you think. That's how I feel. I don't mind. I don't care if I'm wrong. I think I just like to find the truth of things. So I think I ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But I think that comes across as me kind of being kind of aggressive and
No. This was different. This was us trying to figure out, if you're bad, do you know it? And if you know you're bad, do you seek help? Kind of a thing.
yeah, well, just the stigma. of
Yeah,
it.
there's a stigma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't want to get into
let's
that
not
again.
get back into that because that's a
I
lot.
don't-
And my dad's here.
Yes, that'd be weird.
Yeah. So, Papa, how was your amazing Father's Day with us?
Oh my God, this has been fun. Has been great fun.
Good.
Do you regret
I-
skipping last year?
I regret skipping last year, and I hope I get invited again.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it right now. Next year we're gonna have both dads.
Oh.
We're gonna do what we originally were planning for.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Then you can finally meet Cranston's dad.
Yeah.
Good,
It'll be
good.
fun.
Well, happy Father's Day. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm gonna try to stay healthy all this year so I can be here next year.
Good.
Especially because I'm not in the will.
Yeah. You're out of the inheritance. So.
Yeah.
Now, Hector, would you say that this counts as Basem's Father's Day gift to you?
Oh, this is a great gift. You bet.
You don't expect any more?
No. That's great.
All right.
Great.
Well, we have a recording of it now, Basem, so you're
Yes.
off the hook.
So
I'm clear.
You're off the hook.
Well,
And
let me
Suck
probably
it,
that
Robbie
will
and
make
Mimo,
up
you gotta
for your
top
true
it.
brothers too, actually.
that's not fair. They didn't do shit.
Mimo showed up and just sat on the
One is
couch.
here, and the other one is playing.
He was
games.
supportive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Rami's probably raiding or something.
yeah, he's playing World of Warcraft. That's all he does.
Yeah, I would like to say this is a great present from Basem and from Cranny.
Oh, well, it's
Thank
my
you,
pleasure to
guys.
have you here. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Absolutely. Well, I guess if you want to,
Yeah, Hector, do you know how we end the show?
well, let's say where they can find us.
I mean, I guess.
Well,
Guys-
if you want to reach out to us, we're on Twitter at Turtle Power Pod.
Mostly Basem.
Yep. You can email, or Church the Cat now has a Twitter account.
You can talk to Church.
Yep, that drug dealing son of a bitch. You
He
can
wasn't
reach
around
out
today for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Neither was the cheapo clothes shop owner.
No, I wrote down the note. Yeah, I think I was too shy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, you can email us at turtlepowerpod@gmail.com. You can find us on facebook.com/turtlepowerpod. All the links are below. Listen to us on YouTube, on iTunes, everything.
Check out geekfuel.com/turtlepowerpod if
That's
you want
right.
Geek Fuel. If
And
you don't want
and
Geek
you like
Fuel,
us.
please don't waste your money on us. But
Yeah.
if you want Geek Fuel, it helps us out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've had a Geek Fuel subscription before, and we thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and we're going to get a box to unbox here soon.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Okay, now, Hector, do you know how we end the show? Do you remember? It's okay if you don't.
No.
No?
Okay.
So we like to say what the turtles say, and we end with all of us at the same time saying turtle power. So, Basem, do you want to count us down or something?
Sure. So I'm gonna say something like, it was great to. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Blah blah blah. And until next time, turtle power.
Turtle
And then-
power.
Well, no, but that's
all
not
right,
it.
and then the end credits play, and then
no, but that's not actually it because we're gonna actually do it.
why didn't you just
But
do
we
it?
did. I whispered it, and my dad wasn't doing it.
Okay.
So we're gonna try it again.
We're just gonna say turtle power
Yeah,
right now.
but it's
Turtle
Turtle
power.
Turtle
Power.
Turtle power. 3, 2, 1.
Turtle
power.
Oh, that was much better.
That was better.